Hello, my dear friends, and today we will talk about adjectives in Russian language. First, I'd like to say that we change adjectives, so they have different forms. These forms of adjectives depend on noun, so adjectives are related to noun. For example, if this noun is masculine, you need to say adjective in form of masculine. For example, красивый дом. If this noun is feminine, so you need to use form of adjective in form of feminine, like красивая кошка, for example. I will give you more examples a little later. So, in English language, we have only one question word. Let's start with this construction. In English, if we want to ask about the characteristic or the quality of this object, we will ask like this, which. But in Russian language, we have 4 different forms. As I already told you, these forms will depend on nouns, as we have masculine, feminine, and neutral nouns, and also we have form of plural. So it means that we have 4 different variations of this question word. So, for masculine nouns, for masculine adjectives, we will ask question какой, какой. For feminine, you will ask like какая, какая. You see, we change the ending of the question word, and we will change form of adjectives too. For neutral, we will say какое, какое. And for adjectives in form of plural, we will say какие, какие. Let's look at some examples. For masculine, for these forms of adjectives, we need to add these endings, like ой, ый, or и. Ой or ый we add for hard base, and и we add for soft base. A little later, we will look at some examples. For feminine, again, we have 2 variations, like ая is for hard base and яя is for soft base, like soft stem of this adjective. For neutral, ое for hard base, hard stem, and ее for soft one. And for plural, also we have 2 variations, ие and ие. So, for example, большой, большой. Look please at the translation, and I hope in the end of this part of our unit you will know more words and you will be able to describe anything around us. So, старый, старый, большой, старый, and синий, синий. Here you see 3 different forms, I mean 3 different endings. Большой, ой, старый, and синий. If you want to find any adjective in vocabulary, in dictionary, you will see this form, exactly this form of masculine. It's like first form of adjective. And after that, we can create any new forms for feminine, neutral, and form of plural. So, what's the difference between большой and старый? Большой and старый. Why do these adjectives have different endings? Ой and ый. Logic is very simple. If accent, stress is on the ending, like большой, большой, you see the capital letter O. I wanted to show you that this vowel is stressed. So you need to use ending ой, большой. If the ending is not accented, it's not under stress, like старый, старый, another vowel a is stressed. You need to use ending ый, большой, старый. I think you hear the difference between these forms. Both of these adjectives have hard base, hard stem. The difference between endings is only because of place of accent. Большой, ой, is always stressed. Старый, ый, is never stressed. And I is for hard, not hard, sorry, is for soft. Base, soft stem. So, if you find a new word in dictionary, you will easily recognize, is this adjective with hard base or soft base. So, if you see I, синий, синий, and some other adjectives, it means that it's soft base. And when you want to create the form of adjective for feminine, neutral, or form of plural, you will know that you need to use second variation, second ending for soft base. Let's look at some examples for feminine. So, красивая, красивая with hard base, hard stem, красивая, and синяя, синяя. If it's soft, masculine has ending E. For feminine, you also need to use soft ending for soft base. Я-я, я-я. Синяя, not синая. Синяя, you see, with ending я-я. For neutral, logic is the same. Новое, новое for hard stem, hard base, and синее, синее, синее for soft base, soft stem. And for plural, быстрые, быстрые for hard base, and хорошие, хорошие for soft base. I'd like to say that after the letter sh, like you see here, after this letter, we can use only ending ie, only the letter I. It can never be u. So that's why you see большие, большие, хорошие, хорошие, and some other words. Also with this word синий, you will say синие, синие, again with soft base. For soft base you use ending ie. That's the system of adjectives in Russian language. Just want to remind you, we have 4 different forms for masculine, feminine, neutral, and plural. And like gender of adjectives depend on gender of this noun. Adjectives are always related to noun. We cannot just use any adjectives without nouns, I mean. So, some rules, as I already told you. Some letters we use only plus the letter I in ending. I already told you about the letter sh, sha. These letters we use always plus the letter I. Look please at these letters. Let's try to memorize them. So, and I think you will never make any mistakes in spelling. So, for example, русские, русские, тихие, тихие, большие, большие, лучшие, лучшие. These are some examples when the last letter in stem, the last letter of base, is one of these letters. And you see, these letters we use only plus vowel I, not русские, тихие. It will be mistaken spelling. We use only I. It is important when you want to write something, because it's something about spelling more than something about pronunciation.